It's in the game.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the run from inside his own 5. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So TCU's offense will take the first swing of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left. Receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Payne. Got the first down, looking for more. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Welch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. It's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Guys, let's think just for a minute about big picture San Diego State. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week, 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Under fire. It's complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Aztecs will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Barnes. Crosses the 45. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the Horned Frog just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him trying to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch from side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
To the air, it's Hoover. Firing to the right, complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
It's complete to the right. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get...
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Horned Frog.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. He'll do it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Aztecs will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, TCU! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Leaves it with the running back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Aztecs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
They'll try the toss to the left. Creates a little space. Turning it on. He's at the 30. Inside the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The give out of the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Aztecs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Calls his own number. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. Catches it at the 30. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Finds a little space. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Makes the catch. It's Payne. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Steamrolls his way ahead. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. The Aztecs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Napier. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Napier.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Aztecs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The Aztecs are in the hurry-up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Aztecs! Fitted in the window for the score.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the 2nd half if they want to win this football game.
San Diego State, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation. I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Aztecs moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no hurry.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Swings it out to the flat. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Rushes on him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Aztecs line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They try to get it outside on the left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Fires on the move. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more hair underneath it, but he just overshoots the rim.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gashing the D on the right. Touchdown, TCU! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And here's the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the Aztecs will have it 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Aztecs decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
And the TCU offense will take over first and 10.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Caught near the sticks, it's Curtis. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Baker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Horned Frogs with a golden opportunity, but the key to the drill is turn it into points. On the ground, it's Payne. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down, That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the counter. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Napier. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Aztecs have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a man. It's Emmanuel. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's Sutton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Finds his man, it's Payne. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. The offense lining up for a first down play. Got him downfield. Stumbled to the ground.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. Finds a spot in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Makes a man miss. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Bring in the heat. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W. Oh, he's got some space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, you're in
off to the races to the right. The 20. He's at the and they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. to the ground with the back. Quick spin on the run. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Aztecs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams.